Bulawayo, thank you very much. Emile Bezulu. Tata Citizen Coalition, Tata Citizen. Thank you. What are the next steps in terms of the party? Number one, we are going to have a convention that will adopt a constitution and a citizen charter. It's going to be a citizen-based ideology. Citizens are the ones who are going to be the drivers of this movement. It's not about the leaders. It's not about Bezul. It's about the citizens driving the process from the ground. You, Homer citizens, you are going to be driving the process. Even candidate selection, we don't want candidates that are imposed. Candidates must come from you to be MPs, to be councillors. Every vote must come, so we are going to come and ask our citizens so that we have teachers, we have our workers, we have everyone organized for change. War veterans organized for change. Students organized for change so that we are able to have change in Zimbabwe. Tata Citizen Coalition, Tata. Now, what is our answer for Matebeleland? Matebeleland, we have your answers and your answers are ready. Number one, the first thing we have to do as a citizen government is to make sure that we restore Matebeleland as the industrial capital of our land. Number two, we are not going to use Zambezi water project as a campaigning gimmick. Within 3 years of our government, there is going to be Zambezi water completed. I know there's the issue of Gukura Hundi. I know the only leader, Mfano Mngane, is the only one who is going to be able to deal with truth and reconciliation in this country. What are we going to do? First of all, let's accept that there was a violation of our citizens. We must make it a memorial shrine. We must go there and say enough is enough, it must not be repeated. Stop destroying the plots that have been erected by people who feel aggrieved. Stop abusing the people of Matebeleland. Give them the right of Kukala, the right to cry for their justice, the right to cry for change. Give them their right. What are we going to do with each Olojo? Where we have a lot of resources, the gas, we are going to make sure that we decentralize administration. Nothing should be done in Harare. Harare can't be the center of everything. Bulawayo must also be able to do certain things. You can't say birth certificates, go to Harare. National ID, go to Harare. Passport, go to Harare. Marriage, go to Harare. Lobola, go to Harare. We are going to make sure that in Bulawayo you will be able to have all the national registration done in the local areas so that we de-Hararize national products, de-Hararize national registration, de-Hararize policies of government. Just try us and see what we are going to do. Within the first 3 years, we are going to make sure that we build motorways, not these 2 roads to Harare. We must have 4 roads, 8 roads. Who said Dakiwa, you must still be in the road? Who said Dakiwa, you must still be in the road? We want people to continue to have best infrastructure in this country. We also want to make sure that Bulawayo is made the same of arts and culture. We want our, Amakos Theatre, one of the best, but we have not given the support that is supposed to be given. Let's give the authority, let's give the power, let's give our responsibility to the locals. Devolution of power. We want, I've seen King Kumalo trying to lobby for the recognition of the kingship of the Matabeleland area. We are going to grant it. Let's have kings. Kings are good for national healing. Kings are good for national healing. Roads took away our chieftainships. ZANU-PF is refusing to then allow that. Chiefs are being persecuted for speaking their mind. We want Ukutama chiefs to speak truth to power, like what Chief Ndwen was doing. Well done, Chief Ndwen, for standing for your people. I know that we have Zipra commanders, Zipra cadres. I lobbied in Parliament for the restoration of your properties. We will make sure that all those things are implemented. Let us have properties taken back to Zipra. ZAP must be given their properties. Yes. Let me talk about elections. You know that we have problems with ZEC. ZEC has proved that they are not capable of running an election in this country. What do we need to have? I've already written to SADC. I'm telling them that enough is enough. We are not going to accept an election that is rigged, an election that is cheated, an election that is stolen. I love you, Bulawayo. Thank you very much. So what are we going to do? We are demanding a credible voters roll. We are demanding every person who is above 18 to be registered as a voter. How many of you are registered to vote? 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 I say in Zanza, thank you very much. But we are also saying to ZANU-PF and Mr. Mnanga, we will not allow 2018 to be repeated. This time it will not happen. I want to tell you, this time we will not allow rigging of elections. If you are planning, my brother, you must know that enough is enough. We want the election to be supervised, if not even run by the United Nations. We are going to be lobbying for that because we have seen ZANU, they don't believe in elections, but we are going to defeat them. I want to tell you, in 2018 we defeated Mnangagwa, but he refused and went to the court. This time we want to defeat him with a huge margin that they will not be able to announce the vote and they will not be able to refuse the election result. Bulawayo, are you ready? Are you ready, Bulawayo? Are you ready, Bulawayo? But for us to have that election, we have said we need to have a pre-election, post-election pact. What is that pact about? Let us agree on what we are going to do with the election, the conditions that are supposed to be there. A voters roll that is credible, right to vote for people in Zimbabwe, including the diaspora vote. You can't be taking diaspora money in Jiva, are contributing a lot, but you are not allowing them to vote. Let everyone vote! And I want to take this opportunity to thank you, Injiva. Thank you for what you have done. You have kept Zimbabwe going, particularly here in Matabeleland and other parts of the country. Siyabonga, siyabonga. Thank you, Injiva. Thank you. 120 days away. It's upon us. Are you ready for the election? But before we go to the election, are you ready for the by-election? We have candidates that are going to participate, and I'm going to introduce them to you. I want to apologize. There was a mishap in one of the wards where there was double candidates. It will never happen again, people of Bulawayo. How is it not going to happen again? And Nizafaka is signature on all the candidates to make sure that we do not have any of the problems that we had. What is the new government going to be about? I've already told you our agenda for Matebeleland. But I will tell you that nationally, we have friends. Nationally, we have investors. Nationally, we are able to use resources ably. Once you give us the opportunity,